Hey everybody, this is Royce here with Gates 3 Designs, and you're listening to Gates 3 Designs, the podcast.
Years were there for me, and they were there to look out for me. So don't allow fear to stop you, please. It's an ugly, ugly monster, like I said. I feel like fear is taking its course amongst a lot of Americans in the U.S. right now. You know, over the weekend, I remember seeing on the news that Trump bans all Muslims from entering the country. And I think I saw some interviews of two young girls saying that, when I say young, I'm like 20s, maybe 20s or so. And they're talking about how, they're waiting on their mother, and their mother was supposed to be coming home, and then she had to stay on the flight and go back. Like, I don't know how it went, but I think she was like on the plane, maybe headed here, or maybe she was at the airport and they're like, nope, wherever she was, like, nope, you're not going to America. You're not allowed, and all of that. I think the people who are supporting it, yes, ban Muslims, they're afraid. They're afraid. I mean, think about it. There was a chart I saw on Instagram saying, Muslims did this crime after 2011, and then toddlers did this much, and then Americans did this much, and it was like Americans was like 11,000 plus, and then the Muslim terrorists was like 2, and the toddlers, it was like, I don't know, it was like in the hundreds or something. And I'm just thinking, like, wow, the media I'm just going to say us because we're all American. The media has us afraid. We're afraid of Muslims. Just anybody that says they're Muslim, or anybody that's a Muslim, we're afraid of them because the media said that they're bad people and they're terrorists, and that's not true. Like, that's so messed up. It's similar to, the black man is aggressive and he's mean and he's a thug and he murders and he kills and he robs and he steals. That's not true. If you plaster that on TV every night, black man did this, black man did that, black man did this, black man did that. In your mind, you're like, whoa, these guys are bad guys. I want to stay clear. I don't want to be around them. In all actuality, a lot of the terrorist acts has happened, from white men. Since I've been growing up, Columbine. I remember Columbine. I was young. I was probably 6th grade. I remember Columbine. And I'm just like, wow, like, these kids did all of this, and the kids were white. And I'm like, I thought we were bad. And there's just a number of just white males or just Americans terrorizing America. And it's like, should we really be focused on banning Muslims? I get it. I'm not saying don't protect America, because 9/11 was horrible. That was like, whoa, but there has to be a better way than just saying, ban all Muslims, and we'll go ahead and build a wall to keep these Mexicans out. You sound crazy. Like, really? Like, build a wall and just ban all Muslims. And people are supporting it like, yeah, hell yeah, I want to be safe. I don't want to worry about someone bombing me. It's like, when did you have to worry about that? Like you should be more afraid that there's going to be some young suburban white kid running up in the mall shooting the shit up, or running up in kid's school shooting it up. Like, you're worried about a Muslim. Like, the Muslims I've always heard about and known were great people. Like, they're great people, amazing people. And it's a peaceful religion from what I know. So I don't get it. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. So it all just boils down to fear, man. People are afraid. People are afraid, and they're supporting something that's just off the wall crazy. Just ban all of them and build a wall. We don't want them. Because they don't look white. They don't look like a white man. They don't. They're people of color. They look different from us. And we see over in this country, there's been bombings and terrorist acts and, all these issues, and we don't want them coming over here. And in the midst of doing that, you're shitting on the people, the innocent people. It's almost like the stop and frisk situation where, hey, guns are out of control. We got to do something. We're just going to stop and frisk these people. And the people that were being stopped and frisked were black and brown people. That's not fair. Like, you know how many white people are walking around with guns in New York when they weren't supposed to be, and you're only checking a certain amount of people, and you let some people go and they're killing. They're actually doing the killing. And then what about that black kid who's I'm headed to college. I'm walking to school. And, he's living right. He has a job. He's helping his mom pay rent. He's doing everything right. He's not doing drugs. He don't drink alcohol. He don't party. He just studies and studies. One day, I'm going to be the next Mark Zuckerberg or whatever. I'm going to create my own app. And he's hustling, the right way. And a group of cops stops him, and we need to check you. And they're harassing him and they're making him feel uncomfortable. And he's like, I don't get it. I'm doing everything right. But because I look like the guy that you plastered on TV and said was a murderer and a kidnapper or bomber or drug dealer, someone who would carry a gun and kill someone, I have to suffer the consequences. And I'm doing everything right. And that happens to that kid over and over and over again. That's not right. Like, that's not cool. And how do you not see that? Like, how do people who support this, how do they not see that's a problem? I don't know. So, all in all, fear, man. Don't let fear control your life. Don't let fear take over your life. It's a nasty little monster, and kick fear in the ass, man. Kick fear in the ass. Like I say, always, I hope you found this video informative. Feel free to comment. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let's talk about it. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. The red button down there. Go ahead and hit that button. Subscribe. I have a lot more content coming. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks.